Okay guys, welcome once more again to another video in our YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to look at the ordinary level mathematics, specifically a topic called trigonometry or trigonometry, depends on your pronunciation. Okay, I recommend that you should subscribe, like and share the video. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Okay, so what is actually trigonometry? So trigonometry is a branch in mathematics that deals with the angles and sides of a triangle, specifically a right angle triangle. So it means that in trigonometry we actually focus on the right angle triangle. Okay, so that is it. So we have the right angle triangle, and we have that. Consider the right angle triangle below. So that is a right angle triangle, and we can label it A, B, and C. Okay, so and we can give the various sides of the right angle triangle. So we have the adjacent and the opposite and the hypotenuse. Okay, now what do you notice? We notice that the right angle, there's no angle, so we cannot we can actually take AC to be our adjacent or AC to be our opposite. Okay, and we can also take AB to be our adjacent or AB to be our opposite, since there is no angle given. Now, if the angle was given here, it means AC is actually the adjacent, since it is adjacent the angle. Or if the angle was given here, it means AB will actually be the adjacent. But now, there is no specific side, like for you to say this side must always be the opposite or AC will always be the adjacent. No, because there is no angle given. Okay, so now from this triangle we are going to look at the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now from the triangle, Pythagoras theorem states that the hypotenuse squared equals to the adjacent squared plus the opposite squared. Okay, now I decided to use these lowercase letters here because of some reasons that you are going to see, or if a reason you are going to see. Okay, and mathematically we can write this theorem as h squared equal to a squared plus o squared, where h is the hypotenuse, a is the adjacent, and o is the opposite. That is the reason why I decided to put in brackets these lowercase letters. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Now from this, the knowledge we have gathered here, we can go through some of the examples. Okay, now example one, find the hypotenuse of a right angled triangle with sides 7 meters and 4 meters. Okay, now they have given you that with sides 7 meters and 4 meters. Now these are the sides. That is why in the definition, trigonometry is a branch in mathematics that deals with the angles and the sides of a right angle triangle. Okay, so that is it. So these are the sides of the right angle triangle. Okay, yeah, those are the sides. Now the question has given us the sides that 7 meters and 4 meters. Now you can actually specify from the Pythagoras theorem. This can be a 7 can be a A, or 7 can be a O, or 4 can be a A, or 4 can be a O. So it depends on you, since there's no angle given. Okay, yeah, so that is it. So we are going to look at the solution. So in this video, I decided to take my A to be 4 and O to be 7. Okay, now from the Pythagoras theorem, we notice that A squared equals to A squared plus O squared. Okay, and we know that our A is 4, this is it. 7 is O is 7 meters, and our A is 4 meters. So actually, we are going to just substitute the values here. It means since A equals to 4, it means where I see A, I put 4. And since O equals to 7, it means where I will see O, I put 7. Then I square it. I square them. Okay, since the formula is actually squared, both of them are squared. Okay, so if that happens, we are going to have that A squared equals to 4 squared plus 7 squared. And 4 squared is 16, and 7 squared is also 49. Yeah, 4 squared is 16, 7 squared is 49. And if that happens, we are going to have that A squared equals to 16 plus 49. And we have A squared equals to 65. Now, what do you notice here? We are not actually looking for h squared, we are actually looking for h, not h squared. So it means we are just actually going to take the square root on both sides. So we are going to take the square root of h here and the square root of 65 here. And what do you notice? This square we cancel with this root sign and h will be left alone. Okay, yeah, so that is it. And if that happens, we have that h equals to root 65 meters. So that is the hypotenuse that they have asked in the equation. Okay, so let's move to example 2. Example 2, we have the hypotenuse of a right angled triangle is 17 meters and one of the sides is 5 meters. Find the other sides. Okay, now we from this our diagram here, we notice that the hypotenuse 17 means BC is 17 and one of the sides. Now since they have asked you that, they have given you the question that one of the sides, so it means it's for you to choose your own side here, because the angle was not given. That is why they did not even specify in the question. They just say one of the side. And since the angle is not given, or since we are not dealing with a triangle containing an angle, it means you are on your own to choose their opposite or to choose your adjacent. So let's continue. So we have the solution there, that from Pythagoras theorem. So we are still using the Pythagoras theorem, so it is very useful in mathematics and even some physics problems. Okay, now we have that from the Pythagoras theorem, a squared equals to a squared plus o squared. Okay, and in this video I will use a to be the 5. It means my 5 meters will represent my a. Okay, but you can still use your own a, or I can just give you like a simple assignment that you use o to be your 5 and you are still going to have the same answer. Okay, so in this video actually choose 5 to be my a. Okay, so that is it. And if that happens, you notice that if you substitute the various values for the hypotenuse and one of the sides, we have 17 squared equal to 5 squared plus o squared, since they're asking also one of the sides. Okay, so what is 17 squared and what is 5 squared? And you notice that since we're actually looking for o, means this 5 squared will cross the equality sign to meet 17 squared in the other side of the equation. And if that happens, the sign here will reverse to a negative sign, since 5 is actually positive. And you notice that in mathematics in general, if any term is crossing the equality sign, the sign changes. The sign of that term changes. Okay, so we have o squared equals to, now what is 17 squared? 17 squared is 289 and 5 squared is 25. So if this 5 crosses this equality sign, it becomes negative. Okay, so that is it, and that is o squared. Now what is 289 minus 25? So it is 264. Therefore o squared equals to 264, but we are not actually looking for o squared. Okay, we are actually looking for o, where o is the opposite. Okay, so it implies that o equal to root 264 meters. So that is the value of o, which is one of the sides of the side according to the equation. So you notice that if you use your 5 to be your o and you are looking for a, you notice that you see arrive at the same answer. It's the same thing. So it depends on you, since there was no angle given here or here. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so I have some assignments. Assignment 1, we have that from the diagram below, AB equal to 16 and AC equal to root 176. Find the side CB. So that is the diagram displayed. We can label it A, B, and C. Now, this is the diagram, and they're asking us to find the side CB. So what is CB actually? CB is the hypotenuse. It means they're actually asking us to find the hypotenuse. Okay, and what is AB? AB is AB can actually be the opposite. It can actually be the opposite, or it can actually be the adjacent. But since according to the diagram has specifically defined AB to be 16, so it means AB is 16. And in this our previous example, our AB is the opposite, so it means that the opposite is given and the adjacent is also given, so it means they're actually asking for the hypotenuse. So that is it. Just use the Pythagoras theorem and substitute. So you can present the solution either on WhatsApp via this number displayed to you on your screen, or can also comment. You can also present a solution in the comment section via Mathematics Dreamland for Africa. Okay, so let's move to example 2 of the assignment. So assignment 2, we have that the length of two sides of a right angle triangle are 3 meters and root 3 on 3 meters. Find the hypotenuse. Okay, so that is it. It's the same concept. You can just apply and have your answer. Okay, guys, so this is the end of the video. So I recommend that please, you should like the video, subscribe, and share to your friends. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.